said it a couple of times already, but anyway, we'll get started. One of the things I wanted to do while on this stream was really taking y'all through the Wisp collections. I've collected all except one area, so I thought it was perfect for my first stream with Pokemon Legends Arceus. So we're going to be going through the um, coastal area. That's the only spot that's left. If you are collecting Wisps, what I would first recommend is you go talk to Vesa over here in Jubilife Village. You can see where we are on the map. She'll tell you how many you have left. She'll also tell you where they are. So if you're wondering how many you have left, you can just ask her, how many do I have left? She'll go through each area. So collect it all from Jubilife Village, Obsidian Fieldlands, collect it all from the Crimson Mirelands. Tells me there's 20 in Cobalt Coastlands, and then, as you can read, everything else was collected. So, easy way for you to tell where you've left off if you feel like you're missing one or two in a couple areas. Just ask her and she'll tell you first of all. There's a lot of instructions online to figure out where they are and how to collect them. So find yourself something that works and suits you. I'm just gonna go through the coastal area, the coastlands, Cobalt Coastlands, and show you guys where they are there. Ooh, there is an outbreak. Oh, of course I had to show up when I'm on stream. I want that. Really want a shiny, but if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. We'll grab it a little bit later. So in the coastal highlands now, the first thing you want to do is mark up all the locations. So I've got them marked here. One of the things I recommend is that don't pick them up one at a time. I really would take the time to wait, pick all of them up. You know there's 20. You could make sure you get all of them at once versus getting one or two or running across and you forget which ones you might have picked up. I waited till I got all the mounts, different capabilities. Not trying to spoil anything, but you can fly in this game. So that was the biggest thing. That reason I waited was so I could fly and get around and get all of these wisps without having to maneuver between climbing or running or swimming and such. So a little bit longer, but easier to pick up when you have access to all the four different mounts, right? Four different mounts, and take it from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to each one of these areas. Once we've picked it up, we'll change the symbol to something else. We'll change it to like a Pokeball instead of an acorn, and let's start our hunt. So first location's pinned over here. Change over to Braviary. Very easy to spot. Other recommendation is doing this at nighttime. You can see here, once I get close, I can see it. But if we go back to camp and we go to sleep, you'll see the difference immediately. It's always easier to see the wisps at night. So especially if you're hunting for some of those that are hard to find, go to sleep, wake up at nighttime, you'll see them a lot clearer. It'll be a lot easier to pick up at that point. So as you can see, before we couldn't see it from the camp, but this one was extremely visible just from the camp. So very easy. There's our first one. 19 remaining. All right, I'm going to mark this one as completed and move on just down the road here. And we already see it from here. Like I said, nighttime, this becomes very easy to run through. There were a lot out there that during the day I couldn't see, and at night, clear as day, that was my guiding light. So just a couple of tidbits there. All right, so that's number 2. Keep it marked for y'all, and we're gonna do a big circle. You can go however you want. I'm going systematically. Different places have these numbered in different ways, but as long as you can keep track of it yourself, and know which one you're hunting, we'll go from there. So, there you go. That's number 3. We'll land, pick it up right away, and move. 17 left. Oops. I don't know where I did that. And if at any time you can't tell if it's day or night, or you're not seeing some of the wisps, just go back to sleep. Make sure that it's nighttime. You're not losing anything in the game. So, nighttime for wisp collecting. Very easy. That's number 3. And we'll breeze right through. 3, breeze. We're going to go down here to this little island. Hopefully we'll go straight through. If we run into a shiny, I will stop and collect it because it's a shiny. Another recommendation is that you can, when you're going through this, the coastlands have a lot of items that you can pick up, whether you're collecting ore or trying to find or break some of the boxes. So feel free to, along your way, take a couple stops, pick up some of the items that you might need, and go from there. So, flying between the different islands now. Flying in it's not really flying in this game. I like to call it more, it's like gliding, because you saw we're losing altitude the entire time. I wish it was really flying versus the glide, but it's still pretty significant, a pretty awesome feature there. So we're gonna continue the circle. We're just island hopping right here. Get back to the Bravery. If you want, you can fast travel between the camps as well to pick up some of these. And like I said, you saw some of the boxes down there that I'm ignoring just for the stream. But the boxes, I actually like collecting the boxes in this because it just gives you a lot more items. I wish they had them from the very beginning. You don't get boxes until the coastlands. I wish they had boxes in the field lands and such, so you could collect some more items. But I guess they really wanted you to gather materials yourself versus finding items readily available. So over here, it's right at the entrance for the Sea Gate. If you haven't done that quest, I haven't. Might just do that quest a little bit later today as well, since some people don't know how to do it yet. Alright, so another wisp, 12 remaining. We're going through this relatively quickly, and that's great. It's easy once you know where you're going. When you don't know where you're going, it is a pain. And when you're missing one and you don't know which one it is an extreme pain, because I've done that. That's the reason for this tutorial. I really hope some people find it intuitive and helpful. I myself, I follow a couple different folks, and I know when I was stuck with a couple of spots, I watched a couple of their videos, and they're a big help. It really changes everything. Oh, and if you didn't know, your swimming pal there does have a boost. It's pretty cool when you're swimming around with him. You could pop up in the air and then give it a little bit of boost. That comes in very handy for the balloon chase. So if you haven't done that and you want to, or you want to get a better score, there's your secret. Another cool feature about this game is when you're in the water and you try and switch mounts, it knows you only have 2 mounts that can function in the water. So it's pretty cool that you're not messing around and trying to pick the right one. Where is this one? I did not see it. I think it's along the top here. Oh, no, there it is. So we're gonna hop over. It's right on the corner, on the edge of the volcano. Pick this one, and I think we only have 10 left. That's it, 10 left. So, marker was a little bit off, but now we're going to go to this back island over here and try not to fall into the lava. If it allows me to fly through this area. A lot of magmar, a couple of gravelers, nothing crazy. And there we go, we can see it. Again, nighttime visibility for wisps increases at least a tenfold, if not more. And this island here has a lot of treasures, so break out your Pokemon. You can throw multiple Pokemon out at once to collect things for you. Apparently one of mine missed, but there we go. Another one down, mark it, and we'll move on over here. We're going to do a circle and then kind of bounce our way back inward and finish off these wisps. The music in this game is actually pretty relaxing and calming, and we have a space-time distortion starting. We'll ignore that for now. If you haven't listened to the soundtrack, definitely turn it on. If you're not doing anything, it's kind of sweet. It's a little relaxing music. I think they spent a good bit of time putting it together. Definitely appreciate it. And it changes as well from your location, so it's dynamic, which is also a lot more fun than just a standard soundtrack. Okay, so we're gonna go Alpha Flora, if I'm saying that right. Find our next wisp. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. End of the weekend, unfortunately, and start of the week. I don't do this full time, so I am not looking forward to Monday. All right, 7 left. We're gonna go inward, right alongside. I think this is outside the cave. We're gonna find it. Thankfully, it's still nighttime, so we should be able to fly over and see. Technically, you don't need Braviary for collecting in the Cobalt Coastlands. I just prefer it just because it's easier to get around and I don't have to keep switching. But since he's a glider and not really a flyer, you're going to need Sneasel as well. Alright, perfect. So, we're really coming down now. We will continue. Where's that marker? There. And there's the wizard. 5 left in the area. So we'll start making our way inward. And this one here is on top of the mountain. You can already see it in view. Again, highly encourage. If you're wisp hunting nighttime, you will see them a lot easier. Alright. are down to just 4. So we're going to hit these in one straight line, kind of. This is on the edge of that island over there. Not heard anything pop up as shiny. I know some folks, when they do a lot of these tutorial videos, they like to show off, and the game loves them and they found the shiny. Unfortunately, I'm not that lucky. Alright, 3 more. This is probably the easiest wisp hunt I've been on. And that's great. I didn't pick it because it was easy. This was the last one I had left. But this was easy so far. Hope I don't jinx it. Oh, that one, you can see it up there. Again, we're starting to get a little bit to the daytime, but since it's still, the moon's still out, these wisps are, you just have to get close. Unless it's in a cave, and some of them can be in caves, you're going to see them before you really approach it. So I'll fix this marker over here. And then we're down to our last 2. It's daytime right now. Obviously, you can see the sun came out. We're going to try and attempt these, but because I think we already see them. Yep. We see one over there, and then we have our final one. But you can see as soon as it comes daytime, you see it fainting away. That's the key thing. If you want to be able to see them very clearly, you need to hunt at night. So I think this one is further down. Let's see. We can get close enough to find it. There it is. So we collected all 20 wisps in the Cobalt Coastlands. Not that bad once you know where they are. It tells you to report because we've collected all of them in the Coastlands now. And here are all their locations again. I will move my cursor. These are all 20 locations. If you watch this, easy to get to, nothing too challenging here. And we'll see what happens.